good afternoon to you all. We're here at the Docklands Stadium. I'm Adam Gilchrist, and alongside me today is Michael Atherton, Mel Jones, and the one and only Ali Mitchell.
Always a pleasure to sit alongside you in the commentary box.
Thanks, Alison. We go out to the middle now. Big decision coming up.
Could have gone either way on that call, but I reckon bowling first is the sensible call. Put the batters under early pressure and hopefully get the breakthrough.
So here we go, the players make their way out to a seismic crowd. They've waited all day for this match, and they're ready for some world-class batting and bowling. The pitch today, that looks good. A bit of grass on top, so they'll get their wish, I think. The umpire signals that we're ready to go. First ball of the innings about to be bowled. Okay, everything looks set to get this match underway. I think the new ball will get some movement, and the openers are going to have to be wary of that. Square cut, finds point, no run. Doesn't beat the infield. Mooney waited on that and guides it down to third. Fielder coming around, may stop it before the boundary.
Well, these are the sorts of shots you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep control and find the boundary.
Couldn't get it through the field. Edge, but it drops safely.
End of the over. The batting team are now...
The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the southern end.
...is coming into the attack.
Kalita deflates the crowd there, pulls up short, and that's going to be a dead ball. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, so I want to show everyone their strength. The bowler stopped short there. Maybe didn't like the feel of their approach. Can't get that outside the ring field. Massive outside edge.
The batting team are now on 7 for none.
Ismail from the Lockett end. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on, will collect that one though. Straight to the fielder. It's a full toss and worked off the pads nicely. Could well be four.
Too wide. It's there to be hit. He's really given the treatment.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. A roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Edged, unplayable. Ismail ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket. Power and precision in that shot.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Kalita with a huge appeal.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Mumbai managed to keep the batters pretty quiet in that over. We're certainly seeing some very good bowling. A new bowler is coming into the attack. Matthews, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the Lockett end. Finds the fielder with that shot. Driven on the onside, but straight to mid-wicket. Edge, but it drops safely. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
The batting team are now on 23 for none.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Was quick onto that in the infield.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Brilliant. That'll take some catching.
That just drifted a bit and pounced on. Hit high and mighty. They'll be very happy with that.
Harmon, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. On that nicely, good defence. Kerr has had a pretty good over, just needed a bit more luck to find a wicket. Matthews from the Lockett end.
Some adjustments to the field.
Across the stumps and a flick of the wrist, wide of square leg, could be 4.
Caress that nicely through the gap to the...
Hello and welcome, one and all. We're here at Wankhede Stadium. My name is Adam Gilchrist, and back again with me today.
Could have gone either way on that call, but I reckon bowling first is the sensible call. Put the batters under early pressure and hopefully get the breakthrough.
Players making their way out. It's a great crowd in today with plenty of atmosphere around this ground. Plenty of wickets on offer and runs. Batters and bowlers are in the game, and there's some quality players in both teams, so I'm expecting an even contest. Let's see what happens. A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, so I want to show everyone their strength. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover field. A direct hit, and this could be gone. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing, though.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Before that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up.
Well, that's textbook perfect. A lovely drive through the covers. No need for the fielders to chase that one.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Couldn't get it through the field. End of the over. Mumbai are 5 for 1.
First over gone, and a respectable start by the batters.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the Tata end. Misses. That's a big chance gone begging. Late cut, straight to the fielder. Cuts that off well in the infield. Now the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. That's the over. Mumbai are 11 for 1. Gardner from the Garware Pavilion end.
जो भी नए व्यूवर्स है वो लाइक करके सब्सक्राइब कर दो चैनल को, डबल टैप करोगे तो लाइक हो जाएगा।
Mid-on will collect that one though. Finds the fielder with that shot.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Straight to the fielder. End of the over, 5 off it. Mumbai, 16 for 1.
जो भी नए व्यूवर्स है वो लाइक करके सब्सक्राइब कर दो चैनल को, डबल टैप करोगे तो लाइक।
Doesn't beat the infield. Trouble! Nice shot, but straight to gully.
Matthews was quick onto that one, cut it away, through the field and to the boundary.
Mooney, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary. Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
Can't get that outside the ring field. That is quite extraordinary. Matthews, don't do it to them like that. What a shot.
Are now 31 for 1.
All the way, got it right out of the middle.
End of the over, a very good one. 15 runs coming from it. Mumbai, 1 for 1.
Run rate just slowed down a tad after that over. Good over from the bowler.
No, no, no. Terrible shot. Too full, should get what it deserves.
That races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off the front foot. Just textbook stuff.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. That's gone for 6. That is a huge one. Siva Brunt. Plenty from these bowlers.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
That's going a long way. What a shot.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and going to get punished on this pitch. Oh boy, that's a maximum. I want to know how far that's gone. Came right off the meat of the bat. Getting nice and settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Misses everything. That's the end of the over. Just magical batting. Nothing the bowler can do other than watch the ball go all over the ground.
It's been absolute dominance by the batters this power play. Bowlers have had no real answers.
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Wow, that's missed the lot. Late cut, straight to the fielder. Nearly gets the edge. Patel with a great delivery there. The end of another over. This time though, more fielding changes are coming. Restrictions are lifted.
And with that, 5 fielders can now be put outside the circle.
The bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it. Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that one though.
जो भी नए व्यूअर्स है वो लाइक करके सब्सक्राइब कर दो चैनल को.
Was quick onto that in the infield. Needs to be on target. Canwa will be pleased with their work in that over. Kept the batters under pressure very, very well. It's something they do so well.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Edged, what a ball. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. End of the over. 7 runs coming from it. Mumbai, a 68 for 1. Canwa from the Garware Pavilion end. Perfectly timed. Needs a direct hit. Magical shot into the vacant fine leg position. I do not think anyone's going to stop that.
Didn't need to bother about running with timing like that.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
Came forward onto the front foot and eased it away to the boundary.
Having been hit for consecutive boundaries, really interested to see how they can bounce back with the next ball. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over.
81 for 1.
Drilled that one away.
Watched it closely out of the hand and hammered that slower ball away to the boundary.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Bowler and fielders look really confident. A direct hit, and this could be gone.
And that brings up the half-century.
A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again.
The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the Garware Pavilion end. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Siver Brunt, stand and deliver. Holds the pose, the ball goes straight over the bowler. 6 more.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Drive straight down the ground, mid-on, will collect that one though. End of the over. 8 runs coming from it. Mumbai are 100 for 1.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Going with spin now. Couldn't get it through the field.
And that takes his partnership to 100 runs.
Now the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. That's gone. Couldn't ask for an easier catch. In the air, and cover takes an easy catch.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. Those runs were really starting to flow.
It's a new batter at number 4 for the Mumbai Indians. Please make her welcome.
Five runs in that over. Mumbai, 105 for 2. Dotton from the Garware Pavilion.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Oh, that's a biggie. Oh, that is huge. All the way for a maximum. And it's gone many rows deep.
Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for 6.
Oh, geez, they've hit that beautifully. That was gloriously met. 2 maximums in a row. Is it a sign of things to come?
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Off the middle of the bat.
6, 6, 6. They've got 3 in a row now. Fabulous power, fabulous timing too.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate?
This is a brilliant show of power batting. Another 6. And the bowling tactics seem to be all wrong at the moment.
Straight to the fielder. Beats the field with a great shot.
Well, that's textbook perfect. A lovely drive through the covers. No need for the fielders to chase that one.
Dotton will be pleased with their work in that over. Kept the batters under pressure very, very well. It's something they do so well.
So the last few overs have seen an increase in the run rate. They've done an excellent job here. A big score's on the cards.
Doesn't beat the infield. Needs to be on target. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though.
So that's the 3rd wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support and getting themselves settled into their innings. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Massive outside edge. That looks gone. Oh, great run out.
Trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
At number 6.
Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. That's the over. Mumbai are 136 for 4.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
That was a tremendous delivery. It fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Beats the cover fielder. Nice shot.
That showed great skill and lovely timing. The boundary was the only place it was heading.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Everyone's gone up.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket. It's a very frustrated person heading back to the pavilion.
2 for 5. The right-hander is coming into bat at number 7.
Vastrika ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Too straight and punched through the leg side.
Picked up 4 with a lovely shot off the front foot.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder. Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on. Hamalata from the Tata end. Needs a direct hit. Misses everything. Nice shot, but straight to gully. Hamalata, too crafty, and that's the end of that.
Really getting to the tail enders now. 6th wicket gone. There's not a lot left. This lineup.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. You have to wait just a little bit longer to face their first ball, though.
The Mumbai Indians.
That's huge. That's a biggie. It is out of here. Absolutely smoked off the bat.
Jumped all over the slower ball. Only gave them more time to see it and make sure of it.
I feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. Gone. Great catch. Quick reactions. Didn't time it at all and mid on with an easy catch.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
Coming into bat at number 9 for the Mumbai Indians.
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision? The bowler looks really confident. Finds the fielder with that shot. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Nearly gets the edge. Hamalata with a great delivery there. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Hamalata has finished off a tidy over there. Nothing to show for it, but will be well pleased nevertheless. Gardner, the spinner, coming into the attack.
For the fielding side.
Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though. Can't get that outside the ring field. That's the big one, a maximum. Away she goes. If you lose the pictures, it's because it's hit the broadcast truck.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
End of the over. Mumbai are 171 for 7.
There was some wonderful stroke play on offer for the fans here. Bowlers just weren't tight enough.
The right arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the Tata end.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Edged it. Bowler and fielders look really confident. Gone. Catches win matches, and that was a beauty.
The eighth wicket to fall. The opening batters out there in the field will probably be starting to prepare themselves for their own innings.
176 for 8. The left-hander is coming into bat at number...
End again. See you later on your bike. 2 wickets on the trot.
That's number 9 down. The bowling's been good so far. The 10th shouldn't be too long in coming, you'd think.
The hat-trick ball. This is the worst time to be coming out to the middle. Great shot through the gap. Over the infield with a cracking shot.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here. How will the bowler respond?
Needs to be on target. And that's the end of the innings. Mumbai have set a target of 185 runs. This is a very defendable total. The openers will need to get their eye in very quickly and get the scoreboard ticking over if they have any chance.
Ismail coming in.
Was quick onto that in the infield. Beats the cover fielder. Nice shot.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Harman, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Cuts that off well in the infield.
End of the first over. The batting team are now 4.
Now, great opportunity to prove the critics wrong. Certainly needs to build an innings for the team. Kalita coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. 2 full. Dotton leant into the ball and punched it hard past mid-wicket, and that'll crash into the rope.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, and dispatches it to the boundary.
2 straight and punch through the leg side, mid-wicket in hot pursuit.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, just might get that wicket. Couldn't get it through the field. It's a full toss and worked off the pads nicely. Could well be 4.
That showed great skill, lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Well, that was a struggle, getting smacked all over the park. Ismail from the Garware Pavilion end. Edged it, no one there. Could be 4. Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Ismail, straight through. The batter was late on that one.
The first wicket gone, the opening partnership is broken. You can see the relief on the bowler's face. Another quick wicket and they'll be into the middle order.
Is coming into bat at number 3. Please make her welcome. End of the third over. The batting team are now on 22 for 1.
Matthews, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the Tata end. Massive outside edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Dotton muscles that away. It's flat and hard, and 4 more.
Caress that nicely through the gap to the boundary. That was a lovely flowing drive through the covers to pick up the 4.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important, just focus on getting the next delivery right. Doesn't beat the infield. That is quite extraordinary. Dotton, don't do it to them like that. What a shot.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot, just ridiculous.
Matthews will be pleased with their work in that over. Kept the batters under pressure very, very well. It's something they do so well.
4 overs gone, and it's a very good start to this run chase. Excellent power play so far.
Straight to the fielder.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection. Dottin watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
End of the fifth over. The score is now 47-1.
Good catch, out! Simple as you like, the batter didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in that over.
That was a very good knock in the end. I'm sure a few more. Runs would have been better, but it's been a good innings.
For two, the right-hander is coming into bat at number 4.
Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
Welcome to the crease. Thanks for coming. First ball, 6 runs.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Full toss and worked off the pads nicely. Well before.
Got their weight forward, their head was right, and punched nicely through the ball.
And that completes the fielding restrictions. Time for some field changes.
Not many fielders left in the circle. The captain going very defensive.
Over the infield with a cracking shot.
Well, that's textbook perfect. A lovely drive through the covers. No need for the fielders to chase that one.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Nicely played.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Matthew. From the Tata end.
Going with a more defensive field.
Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Bowl, perfect Yorker, brilliant bowling.
a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into fireworks. As we would have hoped, but still solid work.
A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball.
Going with a more defensive field choice.
Tries to flick it past backward square, but that'll be an easy catch. Oh, great work, held their nerve while the ball was in the air. They've taken a good catch.
Well, was that a lazy shot or a good piece of bowling? And the field was set and they fell for it. Out for a duck.
Is coming in at number 6. Ended the 8th over. The score is now 71 for 4.
Inside edge, it'll find the gap. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Finds the fielder with that shot. Huge shot. That's a massive shot, just incredible.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Some well-targeted bowling in that over, certainly something to build on.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
That's huge. That's a biggie. It is out of here. Absolutely smoked off the bat.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build.
Oh, my word. Fast reflexes and grabs it. Stunning catch. Oh, wow. Brilliant reactions and what a catch.
Got to their 50 without a lot of trouble. Unfortunately for them, the 100 wasn't to be as they head back to the dressing room.
Not too sure what they're appealing for here. Simple as you like, the batter didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in that over. Tried to go aerial, straight to extra cover. Yeah, big opportunity. They've worked really hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get a big score on the board. Great commitment. Mumbai has gone up for something here. Umpire looks a bit confused as to what they're appealing for. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Square cut, finds point, no run. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Kerr finishes an economical over and walks away with a wicket, which was fully deserved. Siva Brunt, the pace bowler coming into the attack. Finds the edge. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Edged. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Everyone's gone up. Edge, amazing delivery. Good shot, a beauty. Been kept relatively quiet here. Another good over comes to an end.
You just can't give them that much width. You bowl out there and you get what you deserve.
Ishaq, the left armour, is the new bowler from the Garware Pavilion end. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on, will collect that one now.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder. Over the infield with a cracking shot. Can't get that outside the ring field. Oh wow, that is out of here. That could be out of the ground.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Was quick onto that in the infield.
End of the 13th over. The batting team are now on.
Siva Brunt from the Tata end. Massive outside edge. misses everything.
End of the over. The batting team are now on 107 for 6.
Crack. Head was completely still and they've struck that hard, high and long for 6.
The bowler watches that one go straight back over their head for 6. Brilliant shot.
Great shot. It was a good length to try that, and they did that with maximum results. 6 more.
Too much width and you're asking for trouble. It was so well timed and it just flew over the boundary.
Nice shot. Straight to gully. Too far down leg and helped on its way. It's high and gone. It's a maximum.
It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Massive chance. And gone. Fielder it long off. Had to run around the boundary, but they've taken a fine catch. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into the fireworks as we were hoping for, but still, solid work.
Straight drive, mid-off, will cut that one off. Some well-targeted bowling in that over, certainly something to build on. Nearly gets the edge. Siva Brunt with a great delivery there. Now then, what's this? They've gone up. Didn't hear or see anything. Cuts that off well in the infield. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Perfectly timed. Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary. Oh, nicely done. That's gone fine. May well be 4.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
That is quite extraordinary. Hamalata, don't do it to them like that. What a shot.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
Really good scoring. That's 10 from 2 deliveries, making the bowler pay. That was an impressively timed boundary.
Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
Smashed all over the park. I wonder if the captain will stick with them. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Straight to the fielder. Edged, unplayable. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
End of the 18th over. The batting team are now...
Ishaq from the Garware Pavilion. Right arm fast bowler is coming into the attack from the Garware Pavilion end. That's a confident appeal. Canwa challenging the decision. It looked out live, I've got to be honest.
Now, I didn't pick up on anything there. Very close to the bat, though. Was there a bat on it? Fielders think there was. This could be trouble.
Canwa, quite confident with the challenge. You can just tell from the body language. Pretty confident, and they're going to get a second chance. Edge, but it drops safely. It's a big shout from the bowler. Ball was close to the bat. Massive outside edge. Brilliant shot. That's one for the crowd.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Now then, watch this. They've gone up. You didn't hear or see anything. Edged it. Ismail has kept the pressure on in this over. Just needs to maintain the momentum going forwards.
They're behind the required rate late in the innings. No other choice now but to just go for it.
Well, that's just outrageous.
The player departing the field caught out for 8. The batting team are now on 162 for 8.
The new batter always likes to feel bat on balls. They bring a bit of nervous energy to the... One over left in the innings. Kalita to bowl it. No, no, no. Terrible shot.
Have to go for it now.
Oh, that's been heaved away and punished over the rope. That's a brute of a maximum.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Amalata, stand and deliver. Holds the pose. The ball goes straight over the bubble. 6 more.
Follows up the first first 6 with an even better strike. Impressive hitting display at the moment.
Out. That is catch of the series. Second with a one-handed dive. And out. What a great catch. Diving away and plucked it with one hand.
And the departing batter caught out for 6.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. And crunch down the wicket. Oh, no, it hits the stumps. That would have been 4 otherwise. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder.
Mumbai bring it home in a close one. So many twists and turns. I think the best team won in the end. What a fantastic match.
That's the end of our broadcast for now. Hope you enjoyed the match and join us again real soon.